Welcome to episode 189 of the XS Noize Podcast. I'm Mark Millar. Thanks for listening. In this episode, Meighan returns to the podcast to discuss his second solo album, Roadrunner. If you missed the previous episode, I spoke to Hi-Fi Shaun, one half of Hi-Fi Shaun and David McAlmont, to talk about their new album, Daylight. So check it out, and if you like the podcast, please subscribe in your favourite listening platform, give us a rating, and leave a comment. Last year, Meighan released his first solo album, The Reckoning. It charted at number 17 after hitting the official midweek chart at number 2 behind Ed Sheeran. Tom and his 5-piece band spent 2023 touring the UK before packing out arenas on tour with Noel Gallagher. In September, Tom returns at full throttle with his new album, Roadrunner. In this interview, Tom talks about the new album, his upcoming live shows, and the 20th anniversary of Kasabian's self-titled debut album, and lots more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the XS Noize Podcast with Meighan. So hi Tom, welcome back to the XS Noize Podcast.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you again, bro.
Last time I spoke to you, it was about your first solo album, The Reckoning.
Yeah.
Was charted at number 17 after hitting the official midweek chart at number 2. So how did that feel with your first solo album?
Do you know what, Mark? It was thrilling because like I was chasing Ed Sheeran, but it was pretty cool, man. I threw it out there, see what had happened, and I was like, buy the album. We're chasing Ed Sheeran, bam, bam, bam. And then the fucking downloads done me.
Is that right?
That done me, yeah, because Elton John, it should be in a different chart. Otherwise, I'd have number 4. But listen, it is what it is. I got a number 17, man. You know, I was really proud for my first solo album, top 20. You know, I got myself out there, put my music out there for the first time. Yeah, man, but it was exciting. And yeah, chasing Ed Sheeran was pretty cool. Yeah, not bad.
But do the charts mean anything these days, really? I mean, certainly the singles charts.
Well, do you know what, mate? Again, like everything's changed, isn't it? You know, since the old days when my old band, I suppose it was a bit different back then, wasn't it? I mean, people just keep putting music out every fucking week, don't they? Every day. They want a new track. People want new fucking, you know, people want a third album now. It's just, boom. It's so fast. And, you know, from back when I used to, you know, we put an album out, you toured it for 2 years. At least 2 to 3 years, and then but now it's just accessible, isn't it? You know, and you got to go with the times, bro. You know, so exciting times. Yeah,
and you certainly have, because you're about to release your second album, Roadrunner, in September. So people say the second album it's the difficult second album. How difficult was this one?
Do you know what, bro? We just went in and had fun. It weren't like I just thought we ain't going to make it about this. We're not going to make it about that. We're not going to make it about this. You know, just a load of fun words. I wanted a record that was like a train, you know, on a track. It just keeps moving, and I want it loud and bulky, and I want it ruckus and sexy and rock and roll and thrilling on the way as well. And I wanted to add some elements, you know, psychedelia elements in there, and just big songs again, massive songs. And yeah, we just had fun making it. We had White Lies with so much fun. You know, that, you know, on the record, making that song is fucking great fun. Use it or lose it. And, you know, calling it Roadrunner as well. But people probably going to ask me anyway. It's because I've not stopped this year, bro. I've done like 42 gigs, like, last 3 months or whatever. Now we're in festival season. But wow, I thought, well, what else can I call it? Oh, I'm just living on the road at the minute, you know, doing the Raw tour. So that's why we called it Roadrunner. And I'm very, very proud. It's you know, I thought I'd leave, you know, the kind of, I mean, the ballads behind on the first. I mean, there is a ballad love song on this album, which we couldn't really ignore because we recorded Better Life, and I was kind of like, gotta keep that. Sometimes you gotta keep some. I just wanted the Phil Spector drums and all that, you know, that wall of sound for that particular song. I was like, we don't need an anthem. I don't want any anthems. We had to keep it. You know, you can't put that to one side. So that's why that stayed on the album. It's great. It's fucking beautiful.
I love the lyric. Sometimes I look around for what's already by my side.
Yeah,
I mean, at the stars when they're reflecting in your eyes.
yeah, bro. That means a lot to me, man. It's a kind of a poet song, I suppose, whatever you want to call it. But the album's fun, you know, like the Exorcist, and these are great titles and things I've observed. And being a fan of pop culture, like the Exorcist movie, just using things that are fun, you know, not being too serious in the studio, not thinking, what do we do? Oh, let's be dead serious and make a record, prog record, you know, just you know, the thing about an album as well, bro, is you got to have good songs, ain't you? You know, Noel Gallagher was right what he said. You know, it's about the songs. It is about the songs. So, you know, I just have fun making it. But like, you know, the Use It or Lose It and the sneaky one, which is like, you know, I wanted to become, you know, I've been to like Jack White, and we wanted that to be a bit Jack White, the sneaky one song, you know, with the drums. And the middle eight sounds like Super Mario Brothers. I wanted some fun, you know.
Yeah.
It sounds like King Koopa's Castle. It's fucking crazy, and it sounds like, you know, the guitars. Yeah, man. It's just like it's great, man. You know, and that's the whole point, I think, bro. You know, you go into a studio and you go, I want a concept record and to be really serious and it's fun. Let's make a great rock and roll record. You know, or it Roadrunner. You know, it's like, and it's a road. You know, the word Roadrunner is a reference, a nod to my old days as well, which is I quite like that.
In what way?
You know,
Shoot the runner. Shoot the runner.
No, think about it. I'm the take me into the night. I'm an easy lover. Take me into a fight. I'm a road runner.
Ah, yes.
I
It's
just
always
gave
good
it
to have a
away.
nod back. It's always good
Cut
to have a
that
nod
out.
back.
I gave it away. You know, I'm the road runner. Yeah, possibly the biggest part of the fucking song, Fire. So I kind of used that. You know, hello. Yeah, it's a nod back to the old days, you know, kind of thing. Someone was saying to me earlier the cover of the albums.
Well, that's what I was going to get into. Yeah.
Go on.
I love the album. See, when I look at it, it says to me, controlled confidence. You're standing there, you know, with your chest out. You're wearing a t-shirt with your face blindfolded.
Yes, thank you, brother. That's fantastic. It's so good. And it is kind of based on T-Rex, Electric Warrior.
Yes.
On the album.
That vibe, yes.
Yeah, so that's the kind of art angle we're coming from.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's great. It looks great, doesn't it? And do you know what, Mark? I'm really proud of it. It's a great record, man. It's a great rock and roll record. I think it's missing. I think people are going to love it.
Yeah, no, they definitely will. But because I've been loving it. You know, my favorite track on my album is Silver Linings.
Mark, what a tune! What a tune! Great record, Silver Linings. Yeah, man. It's energy. It's an energy record. It's a workout record. It's a pick you up record. It is what it is, isn't it? It's me, you know. So I just hope everyone likes it. Mark, I'd say it knocks spots off my first album. What do you think?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely a step up, 100%.
That's the change in it. I mean, you want to better you than your last record. That's all about how we worked within the other group, you know. Mm-hmm. So you want to do that. So do you know what as well? It just sounds. The sound, you know. Buff did great work on guitar. Chris Hayden. Sorry, I call him Hayden. Sounds better. I worked with Meighan, doing the songwriting with him and Gareth Young, G, in the studio. We just had a really good time. We didn't dwell on one song for a fucking week or something like that. You know that bullshit. We didn't fucking, we do an afternoon of one vocal and one take. None of that. That's old hat, mate. No one does that anymore, I don't know. Fucking. But magic happens. White Live was fantastic. We had so much fun doing that. You know, Ellie sang on the track. Ellie added some amazing vocals on the record. You know, it just sounds great. You know, so I'm really, really proud. I've got a good team around me, bro, as well, Mark, which helps. You know, and they believe in what we're doing, which is great.
What were you listening to that might have inspired some of the sounds on the album?
Oh, I mean, listen to a lot of Jack White. I listen to the Rolling Stones album, Hackney Diamonds.
Yeah, great album.
Absolutely blown out of the water. It's a tune called "Bite My Head Off."
Yeah.
And Paul McCartney's on it. Wow, it's like Sex Pistols. It's so good. I can't believe it. I can believe how good it is. It's the Stones, but wow, that record, just that one song. But yeah, there's a rap guy at the minute called hip hop artist called Ren, who's British. He's fantastic. He's like an Eminem. There's a lot of good music out there. You got to search it. I suppose there's so much great music and inspirations now. But I've been listening to a lot of Jack White, and I think his last album was fantastic. So we can't. It's just how good the electronic parts of it and stuff, and how he just evolves guitar music. So yeah, it's loads of inspirations always. But the main thing is that it's a meaty record. And we've got good songs on it, and and I thought, we put Would You Mind on it as well because the fans were upset because we didn't put it on the last album, so that's why it's on there.
It closes the album, and it was the first track, your first solo track I ever heard. I remember watching the video, and I just thought it was such a powerful song and a powerful video, and I couldn't believe that it wasn't included on the first album. So it's great that it's actually there as the last track.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was something that wasn't in my hands for the first album. Do you know what I mean? So it's what I said it should be on the first album, but it is what it is. One of them. You get that. But it's there now. So yeah, and the artwork and everything, it's just great, man. Yeah, but it's not out yet. So I'm just sitting stewing on it. Just it's a nightmare. I can't. I mean, the thing is, as well, they're going to want another album as well. As soon as that comes out, they want a fucking third album. So crazy.
Yeah, not to go too far into the future, but how do you see your sound evolving?
It's me. I'm comfortable with it. I suppose I'll evolve with the next load of songs I do. Next album. I was just explaining earlier, when I first went out with a new band on tour, it took me a while to get into gear because it was new. I hadn't sang for 4 years nearly, and yeah, I'm in a comfortable place with the music, with where I'm at, what music we're making, first of all, and enjoying it, and yeah, it's a good place to be, brother. And I'm just grateful that, I've got support of the band. And yeah, man, when I put my vocal down, it just that's it, there it is, it's done. It's there. I don't need to do anything else. It's what I do. And we come away going, that was a pretty good one. But hold on. Let's write another one with saying it ain't going to be as good as that one. And then when you're in that kind of mode, it gets better. So we have to come to an end of stop writing songs. Otherwise, you're left with like 25 songs and everyone fucking wants some. And it is. It's the download generation, though, isn't it? It is. They're not called B-sides anymore.
I know.
No, they're not called. I'm writing.
Bring back the B-sides. There was nothing like a great Oasis had great B-sides.
B-sides. I mean, again, I think if you ask me, that's my. I've got stepdaughters. I've got four girls. Right? You ask who my B-side is, they won't tell you. So they won't. No, they're looking to gone out. Right. See you later. Honestly, I can't even wear. I've asked them to cut it. I'm all right to wear like Air Jordans, and they're saying I'm not allowed to. There you are.
You spent most of last year packing out arenas on tour with Noel Gallagher. So how did the shows go for you, and what was it like being back with Noel? Because I know back in the Kasabian days you supported Oasis quite a lot.
It was should I say it was very change. It was a big change getting to arenas because I had been to arenas before in the past, and it felt normal. It felt normal to me. I mean, which is crazy. It is normal because I've been playing little venues and stuff. It was a great tour, and watching Noel and just having him on the side stage watches every night and his support, and Gem and Chris Sharrock and Russ as well on bass. Guys, great guys. Fun. And we know, as you know, I know the whole crew. I know the security. I know the guitar techs. So because I know all of them anyway from the past, from the old days. So old days. Listen to that. I never thought I'd say that. That's fucking weird, isn't it? Honestly, do you know when you think the old days? I just saying the old days. Don't it? Because this is decades ago.
Back in the day.
No, don't say that. It was true, and Yeah, man, just a great, just a genuine fucking amazing songwriter, an amazing guy anyway, funny as fuck. We had a laugh, we had such a laugh, and as we do, we watch, he's just great getting back with him and, seeing him. I had this big fur coat and fucking left it in Glasgow. I can't believe it. Black. It's like, it looks like Genghis Khan, right? And I was going to the stage. I fucking got my glasses on and I fucking buzzed out my Red Bulled up. Been stewing for months, fucking out months for this gig. Fucking about a year been stewing. So to me, it's like a fucking Jack in the Box, innit? So I'm going stage and I'm going past an old. I went Genghis Khan. And we went Genghis Khan. And he was dying. And I was dying. I thought, oh. And that was so funny because it made it so real. And that it just made that moment hilarious. Just like that moment just made it, brought it so real. It was just funny. Well, it's just real. We're fucking dying. Really, really. Just things like that. And he loved it. And, watched us. He was like, fucking, it's just nice. I said, how was it? He said, you never went away. He said, wow, bang, blitzed it. He just, just things like that. And he's a godfather, innit, really? You've got to call him a godfather now. He's got to be with the Weller, his Paul Weller. He's there, isn't he? He's a forefront. He's an institution. So yeah. So to have that, have him, it was great. It was great.
And you'll also be playing the show with Richard Ashcroft in August.
Yeah, Richard, he's great. I'm doing the audition this weekend, brother, which is going to be fantastic. I wish you could have seen. Again, Steve Craddock, blast from the past. Jeez, man. Again, I've met the Ocean Colour Scene boys a few times. Met Steve Craddock a few from Birmingham, the Brummies, isn't there? From Moves there. Great, man, great. Just a great band. Richard as well. Bumped into Richard Noel at the end of times, so yeah, it's going to be fat. And what a front man as well. He's great. Richard's amazing. He's the bird, So again, iconic, there's a 43-year-old me, no Thomas Meighan. But yeah, and the night before that, we've got a show for prostate cancer, which is great, which is really good, a charity show, which is fantastic to be a part of. So, and I've got Hardwick Festival, which is coming up. That's a pretty good festival with a great lineup. Soul Fest, and then the album release rehearsals for the album, I suppose, in September will be. Yes, go out in September, October. This is what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to have been, even with the last album, you seem to be playing everywhere. You're playing venues you probably never played before.
The thing is, mate, well, the past is the past now, and it is what it is. I'm going forward, I'm happy. I've got my wife who loves me dearly. We're best friends. It's been a roller coaster. She's got my back. I love her dearly. I got my girls, got my family and friends. Got a good group of people. So I just keep on making music, man. And enjoy it. More than anything. And don't get me wrong. I've had a, not pity me or anything. I've had a fucking pretty tough time, brother. Trying to get back on the circuit and stuff. Trying to do my music, and I'm getting bit by bit, brother. But I'm a lot busier than I was. It's great. My rock and roll will not die, will not fade, and it's great. I'm getting busy when the album comes out. Doing the Raw tour as well, brother. Like I said earlier, going out with just me and a guitar and Brody and Buff, and testing the water and reach these towns I've not been before. All these places I've never been, and some of them would be like, "What are you doing here?" So I don't know either. Yeah, but you got to laugh. You got to laugh. I was like, yeah, but it's 300 in a venue in a little room in Scotland, some fucking other side of you, right up in the UK, down there, down here, fucking you name it. I've put, so it worked. It worked. It was nice. It was a good feeling. So here's where we are now.
What's been the highlights of your solo journey so far?
I think getting. I think the Isle of Wight was that was a point where it's kind of everything turned, being back on the TV as well, Sky, I've been on TV for years, so that was pretty great, brilliant. That's been the highlight so far. And not only that, finding a base with people I can relate with now and make music with, and which is hard because, you know, I say we were a family before, so you've had to do a change of everything, you know, and yeah, but you know, all good, brother, all good, Mark, all good, bro, not all good in the hood, man, but yeah, so that's where we are, mate, and we've got, yeah, upwards and onwards, brother, you know.
Yeah, well, you can tick off. You've headlined Glastonbury. You've topped the charts
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
past. So, what's your long term goals, both personally and
Just, you know,
professionally?
do you know what, Mark? Just keep making music, and I can keep doing it. You know, it's been a while. It's been, you know, because of COVID, it was sluggish as fuck. You know, it's really slow, static, and me getting back in. But you know, I think the rocket's got fuel in it. You know, and you know, there's a match in a fucking and ready to ignite, you know, and go. And as soon as I put this record out, you know, do these the festivals have been amazing. That's where I, you know, come alive as well. You know, is on the stage. You know, give me that stage, and yeah, I just lose myself. You know, I kind of get lost in everything, and then that's what I do. Yeah, I can't. I'm just drawn to it, and how I am as a person. It's where it all comes out. You know, so it's where I'm most happy.
Your self-titled debut album by Kasabian, believe it or not, turns 20 this year in September.
Don't.
Can you believe it's been that long? And what can you
Yeah.
remember about writing and recording that album? Because it just blew up.
Do you know what, Mark? Again, 20 years is a milestone. You know, it's beautiful, and it's in the archives. And you know, 20 years. Wow, yeah, insane. Remember it like it was yesterday. You know, literally. But yeah, I mean, I got great memories of that, writing that record. We lived on a farm in Normanton, which, you know, was great. You know, with the clubfoot in a bedroom and LSF and fucking, yeah, great. You know, just amazing time. Them songs live on for decades, don't they? You know, Clubfoot, LSF, all these fucking shooter fucking rock. You keep naming them and rolling them off by or whatever. You've underdog, you keep killing them, throwing them out there. You know, these are songs that people grew up with for decades. You know, the noughties. We were like that, weren't we? There was more Arctic Monkeys and just fucking great bands, fucking amazing bands. Where are all the bands?
There isn't many nowadays, I suppose, but there's a lot of most. There's some guitar bands coming through, but then, you know, because of the way the music industry is now, people have to have jobs.
Yeah, it's no, there's no band get signed anymore, did I, Mark? It don't look like it, does it? It don't.
No, a lot of people are just doing it themselves, really, and putting stuff out.
Yeah, it's. But do you think it's harder now? Is it harder now than it was back then? That's the question.
I think it might be, but you tell me. You know,
I don't know.
How do you feel?
Do you know what? I think it's harder back then.
Really?
Because you had to do it. Yeah, to do it properly. I remember fucking putting posters on walls of Clubfoot and things. Fucking promoting our single with blue tack. Mm-hmm. So, but they got the social media. That it's just too easy, isn't it? You know, anyone. You know. Anyway, what do I know?
I suppose there was more money in the industry back then, whereas now.
Yeah, but exactly. They're fucking CDs, but CDs. What are those?
I still buy CDs all the time.
I love it. Don't. I love it. And mate, the artwork, all that. Don't. I love vinyl, you know. Yeah. It's throwaway though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Download a song for 20 seconds. Next song. Gone in the archives. Gone. That's how it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm still a firm believer in albums.
Mark, me too, brother. Let's see if I can achieve it. Let's see what we can do, Mark. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah. It'd be great.
Hope so. Fingers crossed. I mean, it is a great album. I've been really, really enjoying it.
I really appreciate it, Mark. I appreciate your time as well, brother. Really appreciate it, Mark.
You've been around for a long time now, Tom.
Yeah.
And I know you collect things. I know you're a big fan of movies and stuff, especially all 80s stuff, Spielberg and stuff. What's the maddest piece of memorabilia you've bought?
The maddest piece of memorabilia I bought. I had a spitting image puppet years ago.
You still have a spitting image?
Yeah, it was Michael Jackson. No shit. Yeah. Wow. I fucking sold it. Yeah. Its eyes and fucking mood and everything. It was on. Yeah. That was years ago. That was made. That's actually from the actual show. Yeah, no shit. I was in my crazy days. Honestly, yeah, that was hilarious. I've got loads of beautiful things. My wife always buys me like ET things and stuff. You know, she keeps my collection going. Bless her. You know, it's really cute. Like 40th anniversary in a box. You know, the ET toys, and I've got the bike and all that. You know, so but spitting image puppets up there. That's a weird thing to buy, in it, and it's
Yeah,
Michael Jackson.
yeah. Legend.
Oh, mate, yeah, man.
Is there a message you would like to send to your fans and supporters who have stood by you?
Yeah, just keep the faith, and I love your support, and thank you for the amazing comment to remember no time, no party. Roadrunner. God bless. Peace out. Tom Meighan, 24 Raw.